Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ray. Check it out guys, as you can see I'm standing in front of my Ford Tremor here. I got another unboxing, eye candy, how to, all of that. Pretty much eye candy, all right? Guys, this is for my Ford family out there. As you know, I picked up a new Ford Tremor, all right, 2002. And again, it's being a truck guy, or car guy, where it may be, you know, when we buy these cars, we can't wait to just throw aftermarket parts on it. You know, that's what we do. Even girls, you know, you're out there, you're doing it also. Adding accessories to just customize it to our taste. And this is what this is all about. All right, guys, as you can see, I got it in front of me. I have the WeatherTech truck liner, or I should say tailgate liner, and I have the WeatherTech bed liner. All right, now as you can see, my truck is already sprayed from the factory with the coating, which I do appreciate and like. So this is just an added protection. Guys, I'm gonna be using this truck, all right? I still am doing construction. I'm gonna be throwing bricks, I'm gonna be throwing stuff back here, debris, and I still wanna protect my bed as much as possible. And picking up the WeatherTech will do that, all right? And that's pretty much it. It's just added protection, guys. We always gotta protect ourselves. You know what your mother used to say before you go out on a date? Protect yourself, all right? So that's what we're doing here. Again, by throwing this on in here, I'd rather this take the abuse, all right, and get all scarred up and scratched up other than my bed. Because if I scratch my bed, then I have to worry about repairing it. Hopefully it matches and all that, and I don't want to go through that, all right? I'm trying to take care of my stuff, and that's what I'm all about. So this is pretty much eye candy for you guys out there who's out there looking for information, want to see what other guys are doing with their truck. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing with my truck, all right? Stay with me. We're going to be adding the WeatherTech bed liner and tailgate liner, all right? Guys, please consider like, subscribe, and enough for me talking, let's get in the video. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm gonna install the tailgate protector first. Just to let you know, guys, WeatherTech does recommend that you do not install this cover over any dirt, of course, but they also mention spray liner. Now, as you see, I do have a spray liner in mine, and I'm fine with that because I'm gonna be putting a cover over this anyway, and it's gonna be held by Velcro, double-sided tape, so I'm not worrying about it, all right? But they do suggest you don't install it in that way. So again, I'm fine with it. This is what I'm doing. I'm not suggesting you do it also. It's just I want the protection, double protection in my bed. And what you're gonna do before you do it, being that it is gonna require double-sided tape, make sure it's clean. So make sure you have a little soap and water. I'm gonna clean it real quick. They give you all the parts, guys, all right? You're gonna need I guess they give you this, a T25, all right, to remove the screws. And they give you some strippings also. Now, let me clean it first. After that, they require us to move these 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna remove these, keep them, and they say to just loosen 1, 2, 3, 4 of these bolts. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do to get this installed, all right? And they also say once you clean it, make sure it's properly dried, all right, before you install this thing. All right, so I'm gonna go back and dry it off before I do anything else. Okay guys, now I done cleaned my tailgate here. Now, what we're gonna have to do, they want us to move these 4 bolts. So what I'm gonna do, they give you the T25, but I'm gonna use my Milwaukee Impact. So I'm gonna find my T25 right here. And they want us to simply just loosen these 4. Don't take them off, just loosen them up. Okay, now that should be it right there. This has to be peeled up. Now in my case, since I have a bed liner sprayed, I'm gonna have to get some one of my panel removers to help me get this, because this was sprayed on by the factory. All right, guys, and I suggest, again, if you don't have a set of these, you should consider picking up a set of these things, all right? Not that expensive. I picked this set up from Harbor Freight. If you don't have your bed sprayed, you wouldn't have this trouble, but I do. There you go. Okay, I think I can work with that. All right. All you're doing is just trying to get this to lift up, because the next thing I'm gonna have to do, I have to put those trims on. And what did I do with it? Oh, it's right here in front of me. Okay, they give these trims that has to go on the edge here. Okay, guys, all right, I just want to point out something. They said don't remove this, but if you got a spray bed like I do, all right, you're gonna have to lift up, take it out, help it come up a little bit, then screw the screws back into the hole so it sits up like this. Now you gotta take this channel right here, as you can see, and you're just gonna work it in. Like so. All right? And end to end. And I know I got one more, 1, 2, I got 3. Okay, here he goes. And 3. Now this is gonna overlap there, so what I'm gonna do, I don't know if I'm supposed to trim this or not. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just overlap that part. Overlap that part and overlap that part. Okay, guys, next we have to do, and take your liner, and what they want you to do, they want you to slip this edge underneath this edge. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to do that now. Now to do that, to tell you the truth, I'm gonna have to screw this back down a bit. I have that inside there. All right, so this has to get screwed back down. All right, so screw these back down so the pieces will overlap the edge of this. Then you'll come back and put this underneath. Oh, actually, I'm gonna start on the inside first. Yeah, like that. Okay, guys, let me point out what I'm doing here. All right, make sure before you tighten these bolts down that this strip has to line up with this strip. All right, I'll see if I can take a good picture of this. All right, I just want to make sure you guys understand what I'm doing. You see this strip here? This is supposed to go over this strip here, and there's like a little channel. So make sure that lines up perfectly all the way down. You may have to unloosen these screws a little bit to realign it, to get this all in there properly, so you have a nice seamless fit right here. All right, so once you get that done, then you come back with this edge, and then it has to go underneath here. All right, so that's what I'm attempting trying to do. So they said don't take this off, but you may have to take it off, because in my case, again, I have a spread liner on mine. So all right, then once it's done, then you come with what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna screw it down, then I'm gonna try to put this in on top of here. All right, so I just wanted to make that clear to you guys. So let me continue on. Okay, now I have to get this in this corner. All right guys, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this on a time lapse, because it's gonna take me a while to get this done. All right guys, I'm gonna let you know, this is very difficult to do. Very difficult. All right, it can be done. I've been out here, but usually a 30-minute installment is about an hour. And the thing is, what's giving me trouble, again, this is only applied to if you got a spray liner on your tailgate. All right, getting this to fit between this strip. All right, if you had an extra pair of hands, it can go a lot quicker. But being I'm working by myself, trying to get this in, it's taking a long time getting this in. All right, it's a lot of bending and forcing and trying to get this to fit inside. All right, you're definitely gonna need some type of tools like this. All right, I'm toward the end, I'm almost there. All right, so again, they don't recommend, I guess this is why they don't recommend you do it, because it's so difficult putting it in. All right, but it's already seated, I'm down to the end. And you just got to pretty much use these clips to try to peel this back a bit and bring this up and try to get it in. That's the only way you can do it. There. All right, now it's seated. Yeah, much better. All right guys, I got it in. It is durable, but it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna take this project on, be warned. All right, so now everything's now nice and close. All right, and folding it in, folding it in. So now the rest is easy. Now just connecting it. What am I gonna do is put the screws in now, and then I have to peel it back here, expose these double-sided tape, and tape it down, and then it's done. All right guys, and again, only thing I can tell you guys also with this, make sure it's warm outside. All right, so this thing can, the sun can hit it and keep it flat, because you're gonna be bending it back and forth, all right, a lot. And then again guys, all you're gonna simply take the little plastic washers they give you, add it to that existing hardware, and just screw it in. And they said don't over tighten it, because these are plastic and you will break them. All right guys, that's it. All right guys, so what we're gonna do now is just, you got the tapes here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just simply gonna expose it and tape it down. So, and recommend work from the middle on and work your way out. All right, so I'm gonna do this one here. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. All right, right there. All right. All right, that's it, guys. It's installed. Step on this just to make sure you get it in. There you go. Done.